All right, welcome everybody this evening to the virtual college exploration for West Virginia students, which is sponsored by the West Virginia Association for Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers and StriveScan. I'll be your facilitator this evening for your Shawnee State University presentation. If you would like to ask questions of our presenters, you can do so using the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. Your camera and your microphone are off, so you are muted and your presenters cannot see you. So you do want to make sure that you utilize that Q&A button. You can sign up for more sessions at our website, and that is WVACRAO.org. And this recording will also be available on our website, along with all of the other sessions that have been offered over the last 3 weeks. And that again is WVACRAO.org. And I'll go ahead and turn you over to your presenters.
Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, thank you so much to everyone for joining. My name is Kelsey Jenkins. I am an admissions associate at Shawnee State University. I oversee West Virginia as part of my territory. You can see my contact information here in this first slide. I do have a short PowerPoint presentation that I will run through with you, and then if you guys have questions, feel free to leave them in the chat box and I will answer them. I also have Amanda Means, who is the Assistant Director of Admissions in our office, and she will be helping me answer all of your questions, so feel free to ask away. So at Shawnee State University, we are a 4-year public institution in Portsmouth, Ohio. We like to say we prepare today's students to succeed in tomorrow's world. We want to make sure that we are providing you all of the resources that you need to be successful, not only in your undergraduate career at Shawnee State, but after you graduate into the workforce. We are an open access institution, which means that there is no minimum GPA or ACT score required. We have a lot of different pathways to make sure that you get college ready and graduate and succeed. Our application is free. It's super quick and easy. It takes about 10 minutes if you do apply on our website, but we are also on Common App, and we are very student focused. All of our professors, you're not going to have your classes taught by a teaching assistant. You will get hands-on learning experience from all of your professors. And some of our top majors, we are nationally ranked in video game design. So we actually have 2 video game design programs. One is an engineering degree, which focuses heavily on coding and development of games. And the other one is a fine arts degree, which focuses a lot on sound design, graphic design, animation side of gaming. So both are very popular at Shawnee State University. We also have what we call the Best in the Midwest Plastics Engineering Technology. That is a lot of injection molding. It works heavily with automotive, anything health sciences, so nursing, respiratory therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy assisting, dental hygiene, all incredibly popular at Shawnee State University. They have great board passing rates and job placement rates. Musical theater is one of our newest programs, but we also have social sciences, natural sciences, business. I am certain that there is a degree for you at SSU. And we are very affordable. We like to say we are a private school feel at a public school cost. And what we mean by that is we have about 3,400 total students. Our student to faculty ratio is about 16:1. So you get really small class sizes, just like you would at a private school. You'll get hands-on learning experience with your faculty and staff. You'll get to know all of your roommates, athletics, anything like that. You'll get to know them super well. Familiar faces all the time on campus, but it is one of the lowest tuitions in the state and the tri-state area. This is the slide I'll spend the most time on. I covered some of this already with our gaming program being nationally ranked by the Princeton Review, but we have apartment style housing on campus, which is one of the biggest assets. They're super close to campus. They are not like the traditional dormitories that you would typically think of at a university. They are full apartments. They have full kitchens, cable, Wi-Fi. They're already fully furnished for the students. They're within walking distance. They have parking, accessible parking super close to all of the dorms. and they're super safe. We are located right between our campus police and city police, so we're circled by both. We are a super safe campus. We're military friendly. We have study abroad opportunities, tons of clubs and organizations based off of, we have sororities and fraternities, diversity, inclusion. We have clubs for certain majors, religious beliefs, political affiliations. And then we are in AIA Division I in athletics. So we can offer athletic scholarships, and we have 21 varsity sports. So indoor and outdoor track, men's and women's tennis, baseball, softball, men's and women's basketball, volleyball. We have a bowling team. Our newest athletic teams are our swimming team and our esports team. I have a few pictures of what some spots on campus look like. In here, you can see our 3D printing lab. It's a great time to be on campus in our engineering department. It's been completely renovated recently. We have our injection molding lab, which is super nice. Here's the 3D printing lab. Our gaming engineering has been completely renovated. So I'll just walk through the how to apply. Like I mentioned, we are on Common App, but you can apply online at shawnee.edu. Super quick and easy application, and it is free. Then request your high school transcript to be sent in from your guidance counselor. Usually your test scores are included on your application, but just make sure you send us your transcripts and test scores, and you will receive your admissions letter from Shawnee State University with your login information to what we call your MySSU portal. That will have your student ID number and your login information to the portal. That's how you'll review your financial aid, register for classes, register for housing, register for orientation. So you will use that portal all 4 years. And then if you are interested in a selective program, which is typically a health science program, those do have separate applications once you are admitted to the university. So just be mindful of those deadlines. Here is a photo from a musical theater production we did. These are all of our musical theater students. We do have a really nice Vern Rife Center for the Arts on campus. You do have to audition for the musical theater program. And then, as I mentioned before, we are on the Common App. Here is a photo of our gaming students. It's a very collaborative program. They're all working together. And as I mentioned, the gaming labs and all of the gaming floor is completely renovated. So after you apply to Shawnee State, we sort of break you up into 3 separate accessible pathways to enrollment. So if you place remedial in English, math, and reading to 2 out of 3 of those areas, you will be required to complete our Summer Bridge to Success program. And what that means is it saves you a lot of time and money to where you can complete those remedial courses over the summer so that you're fully college ready to start in the fall. We have our General Studies pathway, which is if you're placed remedial in one area, you can start college in the fall and make that up sort of as you're taking courses toward your major. And you'll be working with your heavily with your academic advisor to help declare a major at that point as well. And then fully college ready, you can start in the fall, taking courses right out off the bat towards your major, getting your general education courses out of the way. And here's probably the most important slide, which is our scholarship deadlines. So as long as you apply by December 1st, as long as you have your applications in by December 1st, you will receive full considerations for any scholarships you're eligible for, and you'll receive them in mid-January, so you'll have them really early. If you can't meet that December 1st deadline, definitely try to get it in by January 15th. That is our priority deadline. So you'll still receive full consideration for any scholarships you're eligible for. And then after that, May 1st is the final deadline. We'll still be awarding scholarships, but they will be while funds last. And here's our scholarship matrix. You have to place fully college ready and to be eligible for our merit-based scholarship. But what is nice is you do not have to do any additional applications or essays. They are just automatically awarded to you based off of your ACT score or SAT score and your GPA. Here is our tuition, both for our Ohio residents and our out-of-state residents. We do have opportunity for West Virginia students to qualify for in-state tuition, which I will get into in just a second. So we have our West Virginia Scholars Program, which West Virginia students can qualify for in-state tuition. All they have to do is have a composite score of 18 on their ACT or a composite score of 870 on their SAT, and have a high school GPA of 2.75, which will save you a lot of money because you will qualify for that in-state tuition. And we also have the Shawnee Advantage. What that means is you will pay the same tuition as you are your freshman year, or if you're transferring, that kind of helps you budget a little bit better. So if tuition does go up, you will be locking into your tuition and pay the tuition all the same for all 4 years. And I mentioned this about our housing. Super nice, super close to campus. They are fully furnished. I think we are actually open for campus tours and housing tours right now. I think the housing is what sells a lot of the students because it is such a easy transition from high school to living on your own. It's such a nice apartment. Going back to our clubs, we do a lot of fun stuff on campus. This is our College Colors Day. I strongly encourage you to be involved on campus. It's been kind of fun because we've been doing virtual events throughout the pandemic, and we are getting a lot of students to still participate. It's a lot of fun on campus. And we have a Shawnee State app on our website. We have a COVID-19 dashboard just to make sure students and parents are staying connected with what's going on campus and how we're keeping our students safe. We are having campus tours on campus. We're actually doing housing tours as well. You can register for those on our website. Or we're doing a lot of virtual events as well. So whatever works best for you, I definitely recommend to come to campus if you can. And we are test recommended for this for the fall 2021. What we mean by that is if you've already taken the ACT or SAT, we definitely recommend you send us those scores. But if not, we do offer an AccuPlacer test that we can get you registered for. And we'll accept those scores in lieu of the ACT. Here is all of our social media. Definitely make sure you follow us to stay connected with what's going on in the SSU admissions office. So we have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We post a lot of photos of students that are currently applying or events that are happening soon. So just follow us and see what's going on, just to stay connected. And again, here's my contact information. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Please feel free to ask me anything, and Amanda and I will be answering your questions. Here's my contact information. Feel free to email me anytime.
Kelsey, maybe we could talk for a few minutes just about where we're located and how close we are to West Virginia, since we're kind of part of the, tri-state kind of partnership.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are in Portsmouth, Ohio. In terms of West Virginia, it is about an hour and 20 minutes away from Huntington, a little less than 2 hours away from Charleston. So super close. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, I just thought it might be a good thing to share.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for our housing students, they might be curious about requirements for living on campus. And then if they can bring their car, parking, and maybe a little bit more about what it's like to be a student coming from out of state to Shawnee State.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can always have your car on campus, which is a nice touch, because I know a lot of students don't allow you to have cars as freshmen. At Shawnee State, you can always have your car. With the meal plan, we do have the apartment style housing, and it's really nice. But with our meal plan, we have our SSU dining hall, which we call the Bears Den. It has breakfast, lunch, and dinner, buffet style. So there's a ton of different options available for students. And then we do have a Starbucks on campus, which offers like deli sandwiches. And then there's plenty of grocery stores and restaurants within the area. And your apartment does have a full kitchen in it, so it's really nice. Parking is super accessible to Shawnee State as well. park right outside your dorm, so you won't have to worry about walking really far. Let me see.
And then Kelsey, did you already mention about campus visits and things like that if they wanted to come see campus?
Yeah, so we are open for campus tours and campus visits. You can register for those on our website, shawnee.edu. You can schedule a time that works best for you. We do offer campus visits Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. We also have a lot of virtual visits that you can register for, a lot of specific major sessions. We'll have financial aid sessions if you would like to get more information about those specific topics.
And since we have a little bit of time, maybe there's a couple other majors that we didn't have a chance to highlight that might be good, like maybe pre-med, the new early assurance program. I know there's our partnership with Marshall with pharmacy.
Yeah, our pre-professional programs are excellent. We have the pre-farm, pre-med we have an excellent pre-med program on campus. I know we have great rates of acceptance rates into med school. We do have a pre-veterinarian program. All of our natural sciences majors do a lot of cool stuff. I know our biology program, every couple of years they take the students to Costa Rica and they can work directly with spider monkeys. We have a geology program that does a lot of field work. All of our health sciences programs, we have super nice equipment that's been completely renovated on campus that they'll get hands-on. We have our nursing program. We actually have a mannequin that gives birth. Going back to natural sciences, Shawnee State does have a cadaver lab on campus. So you really get a hands-on experience at SSU with education. We do teach the K through 12, whichever age group you prefer to teach, they will place you in and you'll get to do your shadowing with the age group that you think that you're interested in teaching. Those are all very tight-knit cohorts. As I mentioned, the professors are excellent to write letters of recommendations for graduate schools or jobs. We also have an Office of Career Services. If you are undecided in your major, you can go to them and they can you'll take a short survey and they can line you up with a good major based off of the results of the survey at SSU. So whatever your skill set and interests are, they'll line you up with a good major that you can actually receive at Shawnee State University. And if you are interested in athletics, definitely just send me an email with your name and what sport you're interested in, and I can get you connected with the coach. You can start those conversations about what being a student athlete at SSU could look like. Are there any other questions, Amanda?
Nope, not any others at this time. I thought we might just cover a couple common ones. Maybe are there opportunities for students to increase their scholarships if they apply before the December 1st deadline?
Yeah, I know a lot of students, I've been getting a lot of questions about students, their ACT has been canceled or they're having trouble getting in. So we will take your test scores, your higher ACT scores after so if you submit your application before December 1st, you can still submit higher test scores either through the Accuplacer or the ACT or SAT to us, and we will take those to increase your scholarships if you do go up in the scholarship matrix.
Yep, and all the way up until May 1st, right?
Yes, May 1st.
And then maybe just a little bit of detail about the selective application process for some of the health sciences.
Yeah, so after you've been admitted and accepted and admitted into Shawnee State University, if you are interested in what we call our selective programs, which are mostly our health science programs, so physical therapy assisting, occupational therapy assisting, the 3+2 OT program, respiratory, med lab technician, dental hygiene. Those have separate applications which you can find online. And once you complete them, they do have different deadlines depending on which program that you're interested in. So you just want to be mindful of the deadlines that are coming up for the spring for whichever program that you're interested in.
No other questions I can think of, Kelsey, unless there's anything else that you'd like to share.
I would just like, thank you so much for joining us, and please, please, please feel free to reach out to me. Send me an email and I can give you my work cell phone number. Texting works for me. If you have any questions, I'm always available.
All right. Thank you so much, Kelsey.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and share my last slide here with you for the day. There we go. Okay. So again, thanks everybody for joining us this evening. When you close out your window, there will be a quick 4-question survey. Any feedback that you can give us regarding our program would be incredibly helpful. Also, you can sign up for the remainder of the sessions. Tomorrow is our last day. Those are at WVACRAO.org. And this recording, along with all of the other session recordings, will be available as well at that website, and that is WVACRAO.org. And thank you again, and have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thanks.